Okay, folks, we are going to learn how to access your free, best price, FREE, textbook reading material. So I'm going to give you two ways to access the material, okay? So you can always come to this page. This page says textbook on it. You can scroll down this page and you will be able to either use this link or this link. They really take you to the same places, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and click on this link, the visual merchandising and display. This is the table of contents page, okay? So you're going to click on this page. When you click on this page, you're going to then get this screen, okay? So since this is part of the Chafee College Library database, you have to put in your credentials to get into the library database. So, for instance, you need to use the exact same thing that you used to log into, Canvas, okay? Since I'm in the fashion library so much, I don't need to put my credentials in because the page is just saved, but you will see this page first, okay? After you use your Chafee credentials, then you will end up on this page, okay? So you'll end up on this page. This is just the home page for the book. So we're using visual merchandising and display by Martin Pegler and Ann Kong. And this will take you to the table of contents. Okay, so every chapter, of course, I'll tell you what chapters you need to read. So this is one way that you can get to the textbook. Okay. Another thing that you can do, I'm going to flip back over, I'm going to go back over to Canvas, okay? If you're in Canvas and you go to the module that we're in. So if we click module, we're in the module, and we go into the introduction. So for instance, the introduction, which has the video and all the other stuff that we're going to do for the week, you get a preview of what the video looks like. Scroll down to the bottom. You're going to see this. Don't forget to read the textbook material, and you'll see some hyperlinks. So you can just click on the hyperlink, and it will take you over to that chapter. So if you see here, you get to the chapter Why Did We Display, page range 1 through 10. Okay. So every module on the introductory page, on the on the introductory page, the Let's Get It Started page, you will get a hyperlink to the pages that you have to read, okay? And as much as I like this book, I don't necessarily like the order that they present the material in. So you will see chapters that are not consecutive. So for this one, we're going to read chapter 1 and chapter 27. The video up top explains why. In some chapters, they will be chapters in sequence. And in some modules, there'll be chapters in sequence, and in some modules, there'll be chapters out of sequence. And there are a couple of chapters that we're not going to review. At all. Okay. So again, the great part is your textbook is free. You don't have to pay. You don't have to pay anything for it. Okay. So I love the fact that we have access to this Fairchild Fashion Library. There's a whole host of other resources that are in here. I'm going to go back to the Fashion Library. Specifically, I'm back on our book page, but we have been blessed with this library. I'm going to hit the home page here, and there are thousands and thousands of fashion titles and images and collections in this book. So if you're interested in anything fashion related, you can type it in here. So if you just type in haute couture, let's see, every book that has haute couture in it will pop up. So 268 books, 268 book chapters, different themes that are here. So if you look at the different books that are here, this is a construction book. This is a book about couture pockets, just a book about pockets. Couture sewing, great fashion designers. They talk about, actually I love this book. I use this book in another class. Great fashion designers, Chanel and McQueen, even though they start before Chanel. So yeah, there's just a lot of resources in the Fairchild Fashion Library. So if you are a fashion nerd like me, you can go in here and you can type anything. So if you want to learn something about, let's see what's here actually yesterday. Iris Van Herpen, which is one of my favorite couture designers. she's in here someplace. So the fact that, yeah, see, it lists every place that her name exists in any of the books in the database. So that's why I love this this resource. So in addition to you having access to the book for this class and the books for most of the fashion classes, you should have access to all of these resources as well. So really exciting, and it'll be helpful to you when you get to your final project, because there's some, and I'm not gonna tell you what yet, but there's some ways there's some things you can research for your final project too. And once the final project opens up, you'll be able to dive into the database and gather a bunch of images. Okay. All right. So let's see. I think that is it. So again, every module, when you scroll down to the module, when you get to BAMPOW Read, you will have hyperlinks to the chapters that you need to read, and you just click on them, log in, go ahead and read. Okay. All right. See you on the other side.